The village of Ethelgard was a place of frantic motion. People measured their lives in harvests, in the quick rise of bread and the flickering of candles. But at the edge of the village lived Elias, a man who spent his days in a garden where nothing seemed to grow. While others planted wheat that bowed in the wind within months, Elias sat before a massive, jagged slab of grey granite. In the beginning, Elias's hands bled. He had a vision of a masterpiece, a soaring eagle trapped inside the stone. He swung his hammer with the fire of a man who expected results by sunset. But the stone was stubborn. For every inch he carved, the mountain seemed to push back. The villagers would pass by and smirk. "Elias," they'd call out, "the grain is already waist-high. What have you gained but dust?" Elias looked at his blistered palms. He felt the weight of the long struggle. It wasn't just the work, it was the silence of progress. He began to wonder if he was wasting the only life he had on a rock that refused to change. Years bled into one another. The frantic energy of his youth evaporated, replaced by a heavy, quiet ache. This is where most people quit, the middle of the struggle, where the beginning is a distant memory and the end is nowhere in sight. One winter, a great drought hit Ethelgard. The crops withered. The frantic pace of the village turned to panic. But Elias remained in his garden. He had learned something the others hadn't, the rhythm of the enduring. He realized that patience wasn't waiting for the stone to finish. Patience was the act of becoming one with the resistance. He stopped fighting the granite and started listening to it. He realized that if he rushed, the stone would crack. If he forced it, the beauty would shatter. "The struggle is not a barrier to the masterpiece," he whispered to the wind. "The struggle asterisk is asterisk the masterpiece." 40 years after the first strike of the hammer, Elias laid down his tools. He was an old man now, his back bent like a willow, but his eyes were as clear as a mountain spring. He pulled away the tattered canvas. The villagers gathered, expecting to see a statue. Instead, they saw something impossible. The granite didn't look like stone anymore. It looked like liquid. The eagle didn't just have feathers, it had the soul of flight. Its wings were so thin they were translucent, catching the golden light of the setting sun. The people fell silent. They realized that the 40 years hadn't just shaped the stone, they had shaped Elias. The stone was hard, so Elias became steady. The stone was silent, so Elias became wise. The stone was timeless, so Elias became patient. We often view a long struggle as a prison sentence, time lost while we wait for a result. But the most profound transformations happen in the seasons when nothing seems to be moving. Patience is not the ability to wait, but the ability to keep a good attitude while working through the silence. Like Elias, you aren't just working on your goal is working on you.